Hey buddy, welcome back to Filmflix. So Prime Video is one of the big players in the streaming game, right? They've got tons of movies that keep folks glued to their screens. Each month, they're always adding fresh titles to their lineup, and January 2025 is no different. Trust me, they've got some cool stuff coming. This month, we've got a bunch of interesting films dropping on Prime Video. From a cool addition to a popular horror series to a fun action flick that's all about the entertainment, there's something for everyone. So let's dive in and check out all the movies hitting Prime Video this January. First up is A Quiet Place Day 1, 2024. This movie is a gripping horror sci-fi flick that's a prequel to the super popular franchise. It dives into the crazy backstory of those creepy creatures that hunt people just by sound. The action kicks off on the very first day of the invasion, and let me tell you, it's pure chaos. You'll see all the panic as the world goes haywire. Get ready for some serious heart-pounding suspense as we follow people trying to survive in a world where staying silent is their only shot at making it. Next up, we've got American Sniper. This one's a powerful biographical war drama that tells the story of Chris Kyle, played by Bradley Cooper. He's known as one of the deadliest snipers in military history. But this film isn't just about his crazy shooting skills. It dives into the emotional side of war and shows how dedicated he was to his country, along with the personal sacrifices he had to make. You'll see how it affected his marriage and family life too. Get ready for an intense ride that really highlights what it means to be brave and the heavy price that comes with serving. Next up is the iconic Boogie Nights. This film takes us back to the 1970s and dives into the rise of the adult film industry. Mark Wahlberg stars as Eddie Adams, and let me tell you, it's a wild ride through the glitz and glamour of that time, along with the ups and downs the characters face. With some amazing cinematography and a killer soundtrack, this drama comedy tackles themes like fame, addiction, and searching for who you really are. It's a super interesting peek into a past era packed with unforgettable performances and a story that'll keep you hooked. Next up, we've got Captain Phillips. This one's a gripping thriller based on the crazy true story of the Maersk, Alabama hijacking by Somali pirates back in 2009. Tom Hanks really brings it as Captain Richard Phillips, who gets thrown into a wild situation when his cargo ship gets taken over. You're in for a nail-biting ride with this film.
Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me.
Sure.
I'm the captain now.
It dives into what it means to be brave and a leader when everything hits the fan. Plus, the back and forth between Phillips and the pirates adds a lot of flavor to the story. If you're into thrillers, you definitely don't want to miss this one. Next up, we've got Unforgiven. This is a super acclaimed Western featuring Clint Eastwood as a retired gunfighter who gets pulled back into the violent life for one last job. What's cool about this film is that it flips the script on classic Westerns, giving us a deeper look at morality and redemption. As Eastwood's character wrestles with his past, it really makes you think about what it means to be a hero or a villain. With stunning visuals and some seriously powerful performances, Unforgiven is a true masterpiece in the genre, showing us the tough realities of life in the Old West. You definitely don't want to miss this one. Okay, let's chat about Edge of Tomorrow. This one's a super fun sci-fi action movie with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. So, here's the deal. Cruise plays a soldier who keeps getting stuck in a time loop, living the same day again and again while trying to survive this crazy alien invasion. Every time he bites the dust, he learns something new and gets better at fighting the aliens. It's got awesome action scenes and a really clever story that'll keep you thinking. Get ready for some wild ups and downs as our hero tries to save the world and figure out his own fate. Seriously, you're gonna have a blast watching this one. Next up is The Equalizer, starring the one and only Denzel Washington as Robert McCall. He's a retired CIA guy just trying to live a chill life in Boston. But the things get real when he finds out a young girl is tangled up with the Russian mob, and that's when he jumps into action. This movie is packed with high-octane thrills and really shows off McCall's strong moral compass and his drive to help people who can't help themselves. with some intense fight scenes and a gripping story. It'll definitely keep you on the edge of your seat. If you're in the mood for some badass action, this is the one to watch. Next on the list is The Last Samurai, an epic flick featuring Tom Cruise as Nathan Algren. He's an American military officer who's feeling pretty disillusioned. The story kicks off when he ends up in Japan during the Meiji Restoration, and things get interesting when he starts training the new Imperial Army. As he dives deeper into this world, he becomes totally fascinated by samurai culture and their way of life. The film dives into some heavy themes like honor, tradition, and transformation, all while showcasing a world that's changing fast. With stunning visuals and a gripping story, it's a heartfelt tale that really hits home for anyone going through personal changes. You won't want to miss this one. Now, let's talk about the Ides of March. This is a gripping political thriller that dives into the shady side of presidential campaigns. Starring Ryan Gosling as a young press secretary, the film really digs into the tough moral choices and ethical compromises that come with the political game. As the campaign heats up, secrets start to spill and friendships get tested, leading to some jaw-dropping betrayals. It's a thought-provoking peek into ambition and integrity in the cutthroat world of politics, making it a must-see for anyone who loves political dramas. If you're into that kind of stuff, you're going to want to check this one out. If you're in the mood for some laughs, check out McGruber. This one's based on the hilarious Saturday Night Live sketch and stars Will Forte as a special ops agent who's got to save the day by stopping a villain from using a stolen bomb. This movie is all about over-the-top action and ridiculous humor, blending absurd scenarios that are just plain fun. It totally embraces its silliness and delivers some laugh-out-loud moments while poking fun at the action genre. If you love absurd comedy, you're going to have a blast with this one. Next up is The Comedy Tag. This one's actually based on a true story about a group of friends who have been playing a game of tag for years. What starts off as a fun, lighthearted game gets a bit more intense when they try to tag that one friend who's never been caught. The film is a hilarious take on friendship and competition, showing just how far these buddies will go to keep the game alive. With a star-studded cast and tons of laughs, it's definitely a feel-good movie that highlights the importance of camaraderie. If you're looking for a good time and some great vibes, this one's for you. On January 2nd, we have The Fall Guy, an action comedy that's all about a stuntman who gets caught up in a dangerous heist. Starring Ryan Gosling, this film combines high-octane action with plenty of comedic moments, giving us a peek behind the curtain at the world of Hollywood stunts. As our protagonist navigates thrilling sequences and unexpected twists, audiences can look forward to a fun ride packed with humor and adrenaline.
Too dangerous! Gotta be stairs! Okay!
It's a fresh take on the action genre, making it an exciting addition to the lineup. If you love a good blend of laughs and action, this one's definitely worth checking out. Coming on January 10th to Prime Video is Focus. This romantic crime drama features Will Smith as a smooth-talking con artist who decides to mentor a young, attractive protege. Things heat up when they get romantically involved, but it all gets messy when they bump into each other years later during a big con. This movie does a great job of mixing romance with some thrilling twists, so you'll definitely be kept guessing about what everyone's really up to. It's stylish and captivating, exploring trust and the tricky side of relationships. If you're in the mood for something that's got a bit of romance and a lot of suspense, Focus is a perfect pick.
I'm running out of time to be someone.
Dreamers are only as big as the dreams they chase.
Get ready for Unstoppable coming on January 16th. This sports drama is based on the true story of Anthony Robles, played by Cheryl Jerome, who was born with one leg. But don't let that stop him. His amazing spirit and determination drive him to chase his dreams of becoming a champion wrestler. The movie is all about never giving up and how sports can really change lives. As Anthony faces challenges both on and off the mat, you'll get sucked into this heartwarming story that shows just how powerful the human spirit can be. With some fantastic performances and an uplifting vibe, Unstoppable is a must-watch, especially if you love a good underdog story. Also premiering on January 16th is Jurassic World, the thrilling fourth installment in the beloved Jurassic Park franchise. Set in a fully operational dinosaur theme park, the film follows the chaos that ensues when a genetically modified dinosaur escapes and wreaks havoc. With breathtaking visuals, intense action, and a nostalgic nod to the original film, Jurassic World captures the excitement of dinosaurs brought back to life. Prepare for a wild ride filled with adventure and suspense as characters fight for survival against the prehistoric predators. Get pumped for Blink Twice dropping on January 21st. This one's about a tech billionaire named Slater King who meets a cocktail waitress, Frida, at his swanky fundraising gala. He's got a wild side and invites her to join him and his crew for an epic vacation on his private island. What starts as a blast with wild parties and sunny days takes a twist when some weird stuff starts going down. Frida's got to figure out what's really happening if she wants to make it out in one piece. Sounds like a fun mix of glamour and mystery, so if you're looking for a thrill, Blink Twice is definitely worth a watch. On January 26th, Prime Video introduces Rampage, an action-packed sci-fi film starring Dwayne Johnson. In this thrilling adventure, Johnson plays a primatologist who shares a unique bond with an intelligent gorilla named George. When a genetic experiment goes horribly wrong, George and other animals undergo drastic mutations, turning them into gigantic creatures rampaging through Chicago. As chaos ensues, our hero must team up with George to stop the destruction and uncover the truth behind the experiments. Expect jaw-dropping action sequences and a heartwarming story about friendship and loyalty in the face of impending doom. As January wraps up on the 30th, get ready for the intense thriller Breach. This film is based on true events and stars Chris Cooper as Robert Hansen, an FBI agent who becomes one of the most infamous spies in U.S. history. The story kicks off when a young agent, played by Ryan Phillips, is put on the case to track down Hansen, who's suspected of leaking classified info to the Soviet Union. The movie dives deep into themes of betrayal, trust, and the tricky moral choices that come with espionage, making it a gripping watch that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. If you're into thought-provoking thrillers that explore loyalty in the world of intelligence, Breach is definitely one to add to your watch list. Next up, we've got the classic crime drama Scarface. Starring the legendary Al Pacino as Tony Montana, this film tells the story of a Cuban immigrant who makes a wild rise to power in Miami's drug trade. The movie dives into some heavy themes like ambition, power, and the American dream. Tony's relentless chase for wealth takes him down a pretty dangerous road. With some super memorable quotes and unforgettable scenes, Scarface has cemented its place as a major cultural touchstone in film history. It's a gripping tale of excess and downfall, and Pacino's performance is just mind-blowing. If you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely a must-watch for any film buff. Coming your way on January 30th is the rom-com You're Cordially Invited. It's all about a woman trying to plan her sister's dream wedding, but things get a little messy when she runs into the dad of another bride-to-be at a remote resort. Turns out their weddings are double booked. Now they've got to share the venue, and you know that's going to lead to some hilarious chaos. With all the mix-ups and romantic shenanigans, this flick is bound to be a fun watch.
I caught this guy and I was gonna unleash him, but then I wrestled him too hard and now I think he's dead.
That's not dead.
Well, you don't know. Oh, okay.
Pick it up!
See you later, alligator.
If you're up for some laughs and a sweet love story, you'll definitely want to check this one out. Finally, rounding out the month is the beloved comedy Knocked Up, directed by Judd Apatow. This film follows the unexpected journey of a one-night stand between a slacker, played by Seth Rogen, and a successful career woman portrayed by Katherine Heigl that leads to an unexpected pregnancy.
I really need to tell you, I'm pregnant.
With a baby?
Yes.
Then what are you hitting on me for?
The film hilariously navigates the complexities of relationships, responsibility, and the challenges of impending parenthood. With its sharp humor and relatable characters, Knocked Up became a modern classic, striking a perfect balance between laugh-out-loud moments and heartfelt sincerity. Okay, There you have it, buddy. An awesome lineup of films hitting Prime Video this January. Whether you're craving some thrilling action, a heartwarming drama, or a good laugh with comedy, there's definitely something for everyone. Make sure to mark your calendars and get ready to enjoy these fantastic movies. Thanks for tuning in to this Prime Video episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.